Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening. Hello Internet! My name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. So today I have something really interesting for you guys. I talked about it a little bit in one of my news videos and I went and bought one like the next day. It's a Lulu Pop doll. Now, if you didn't watch that video where I talked about them, these are dolls that are based on a virtual K-pop group that are essentially like Vocaloid, like, you know, if you know Hatsune Miku and all that stuff, that's like Korea's version of it, except they kind of did it so that they could sell dolls. And these dolls have been exclusive to Korea for a long time, but I had heard about them a while ago and all of a sudden they just showed up on Amazon and I was like, well, now I have to get one. So I did. And she was $36.99 and they definitely have a lot of elements that are similar to OMGs as well in the design of their bodies and everything and their faces. And so I definitely want to compare her with an OMG later on in the video, but for now we are just going to focus on Tania. It was between Tania and Bella for me. There are 4 characters altogether, as we can see here. So we have Ileana, Bella, Ella, and Tania. Has anyone noticed that Bella is an extremely popular name for dolls? Like, how many doll brands do we have that have a Bella character? These are actually the 3D models for the K-pop group, not the actual dolls. So that's kind of what they look like in their music videos and stuff. Now, this Daisy at the top, I'm not sure what that means. I haven't really researched Lulu Pop the group too much. I just know very basic information about it. So I don't know if Daisy is like the company behind it. I don't know. I'm not sure why it's called Daisy. And then of course we have all this Korean writing on the bottom, which doesn't help at all. But I went with Tania in the end rather than Ella or Bella because I thought her outfit had the most interesting pieces. The others, they're cute, but these two have more simple outfits and hers I just wasn't as into the outfit. It kind of looked more like a swimsuit to me. So Tania just had the most like interesting clothes and that's why I wound up getting her in the end. This is a picture of the actual doll on the front here. On the side it says she comes with sunglasses, a handbag, and shoes. And then her name is on this side. Top just says Lulu Pop. Now again, I ordered her on Amazon, so this is basically, you know, blind. There's not a window either on this box to see what she looks like. So hopefully her face is not messed up. So now let's open her. Let's see what this unboxing experience is like. All right, so there was that one strip of plastic on the bottom and it's taped up here, but there is a fold out and ta-da! Ooh, you guys are seeing her before I get a look. Oh, she looks good. Great. This side says Daisy Track List and Mystic Heart. So I guess this is one of their songs. Most of the words say cheeky cheeky pop, cheeky 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 heart pop, hey babe babe. Well, at least all of the English words that I can see. There is a lot of Korean in here as well mixed in. So I don't know what they're saying. I should listen. I think if you go to this QR code right here, you can probably listen to their songs. And now that I have one of these dolls, I should probably do that. But she is displayed really nicely in here. We've got a little arch for her and all her accessories on the other side in their little separate areas. So now I'm guessing you just open this part. All right, so she basically was not tacked down at all inside of this plastic tray. And there's this reflective thing back here. And there's a little packet of stuff behind here. Good thing I looked. Very easy. I just pulled her right out, which is great. That means no holes in any of the fabric from plastic ties and no struggling and no plastic ties in the back of the head. But here is Tania. I just want to start looking at her from top to bottom so we can go through this together and see how we feel. She is a little bit smaller than I thought. Here is her face, and I'm sure you can see right away the OMG kind of influence that there is. We've got this like wider face, really big eyes, but she's got kind of a quirk to her lip, so almost like she's smirking. It's actually molded on an angle on purpose. She has eyebrows under her bangs here. She's got some red makeup for her eyeshadow and for her lipstick, some heavy mascara there. She's got little hearts in her eyes, and she's got just a tiny little nose in the middle there. She does have earring holes because she comes with earrings. And again, she's got bangs. She's got this blonde, shiny hair. It is just one single shade of blonde, but it is very, very shiny. The quality of the hair, I would say it's definitely not nylon. I don't know if it's saran either. It's not horrible feeling, but you can tell it's a little bit on the cheaper side compared to dolls from America. The ends are a little bit frizzy feeling, and it's like chopped so straight across. I'm trying to think if I have any other dolls that have hair texture like this. This is a very strange hair texture. Not bad, but not amazing. But I guess that's to be expected because we're, again, dealing with a doll that was made, I mean, majority of fashion dolls are made outside of the US, but we're talking ones made for an international audience. Anyway, she has one braid here on top of her head, and then there is another braid kind of hidden underneath. Pretty simple hairstyle, but there is a lot. There is a decent amount of hair. She is not bald. Her rooting pattern is pretty dense. I don't know if I'm showing it well enough to you guys, but pulling apart and I'm not getting these like giant bald patches. She has a decent amount of hair, and she does have a pretty cute expression, very quirky, very playful. It gives her a little more personality. Then we come down to her outfit. So she has this red and black shirt, and the material that they used is nice. This is not super cheapy fabric or anything. We have actual mesh sleeves. We have a separate satiny area at the top. It's kind of like a turtleneck. The satin part goes all the way around. The red stops at the front, but there are little silver studs to be buttons. These are just faux pocket flaps, also made out of the black satin, but it's nice. They used multiple materials. It's hemmed on most of the places. Oh, there's even like a collar on the neck. It's not a turtleneck. It's actually just a very high collar. I could tell just by the stock images that there definitely was a lot going on in these outfits. They were not just printed on fabrics and stuff, which is another thing that drew me to the dolls in the first place. Then we get down to the skirt, and we have more of that black satin going around the top. And the pattern for the plaid of the skirt actually does continue around this time. We have a lace ruffle that is sewn over top of the plaid material. It is just one single layer, but it still has volume because of all the ruffling. It's very cute. She has kind of a British-inspired preppy punk look going on. Again, I thought her outfit was the most interesting out of everyone's, and I am definitely enjoying the way that it looks and the way these pieces have been made. Even the bottom of the skirt is hemmed, so you know, we're not gonna worry about fraying and everything, despite the fact that the hair quality is a little questionable, and maybe the paint job on her eye, because this one eye on this side, there is a slight defect in like the eye shine right there, but it's like super minor. She also has painted nails, which I didn't even realize until I was just looking now, but she has red fingernails. And she does not come with her shoes on, but she has pointed toes, and they do remind me a lot of OMG feet because of how super high up the heels are. Let's look at her other accessories. So first of all, she comes with this. This was on the back of the inner sleeve of the box. It has a couple of different things in it. We have, I guess, kind of a trading card of Tania on one side. Oh no, it looks like a playing card because it's like D of hearts. And so that's her 3D model on this side, and then Lulu Pop on the back. It says Daisy on the top, and then the QR code for them again. So I guess if you get all 4 dolls, you collect all 4 cards. This is an instruction booklet. Oh, but it's also got a picture of all 4 of the girls in here. Oh, there's even more pictures on the inside. Very nice, with each of them. And bios about them that are in Korean, so I can't even tell you more about each character. All we know are their names and their personality quiz things. Tania is an INTJ. J. I don't know what that means. I know it means something to somebody, but not to me. And then there's some instructions here about putting together the stand and stuff. And there's also a sheet of stickers. This one says Better Together. We got a jukebox, cool chic. There's one of Tanya, so you can decorate stuff with these stickers. She also comes with a doll stand. It actually clicks up and down. See, I kind of like that. So I had to put the clasp on from the bottom because this part is too big. You can't actually get the clasps through, but there's rungs on the stick so that you can get it in position and then it stays there. It's not gonna slide up and down. More doll brands should do that because some stands, they just don't wanna stay where you put them and then your doll is like sliding around and it's very frustrating. The bottom says Lulu Pop and it's this yellow sparkly plastic. She also comes with a little garment hanger. Not that she has anything to hang on it, of course, but the fact that they included it is appreciated. It says Lulu Pop, and it shows more too that they're trying to copy OMG because, you know, OMG comes with the garment bags with hangers like this, so that's what they were going for. So I guess if you ever wanted to take off her clothes and just not have her wear clothes, you could put it on this for safekeeping. Then she comes with a brush and it says Lulu Pop on the back. It is a hexagon. Decent bristles, I suppose. The handle's a little bit short. I feel like it would slip out of my fingers easily if I brush her hair too hard or too much. And now we have her actual fashion accessories. So she's got this beret, which is a fabric beret. It's made of the same black satin that is on her shirt and skirt. Very smooth and shiny, and it wasn't tacked down with anything. It was just in this plastic sleeve, which means there's no holes in it. Oh, it's even got a little tag on the inside that says Lulu Pop. Isn't that adorable? She comes with a pair of sunglasses. They're just basic black sunglasses. Nothing super spectacular. Most dolls come with sunglasses. And again, I'm seeing a lot of accessories that OMGs come with. She has these earrings. And again, I'm seeing that kind of British punky prep theming going on because they're little gold crowns and they're metallic paint, which is nice. They could have just done like golden plastic, but they went an extra step and made them metallic paint. Her purse is pretty simple. It is fully plastic and has like a rubbery handle, but there are some painted details like this little tassel and the buckles on the sides, nothing on the back. And finally, we get to her shoes, which are these long boots. They have red dots trimming the top. They kind of go down in a V at the very top, and you can see how tall the heels are. They even have some molded creasing to make them look more like they're made of material rather than just being fully plastic. Those kind of details are nice for a doll that, again, probably is made on a lower budget because of where it was made for and where it comes from. So let me put all of her stuff on so we can see what she looks like. All right, guys, so here is Tania fully dressed with her shoes and everything, all her accessories. First, I gotta say, I am so glad that this beret fits nicely on here. You know, you can move it around, change positions. It's not just gonna like fall off. It actually hugs her head pretty well, and the fact that it's fabric makes it even better. The glasses, I mean, it blocks out basically her whole face, so you saw what they looked like. I'm taking them off. We get the purse. The earrings were very difficult to get in. I had to put a lot of force, but at least that means that they are probably not coming out anytime soon, so we don't have to worry about losing them. And then there's her shoes, and oop, there goes the hat. Okay, so maybe it wasn't as secure as I thought it was, but she is looking super cute. I am going to grab an OMG from the shelf real quick and we will do a little comparison. All right, so I grabbed Skate Park Cutie because she was the easiest to get off her stand without messing up her position too much. So here they are side by side. Now you can clearly see that there is a lot of influence here. The shape of the face, the size of the eyes, The makeup on the Lulu Pop doll is not as elaborate or interesting as most OMGs tend to be. You know, the OMGs are always going the extra mile to do really crazy makeup. Not so much skate park, but a lot of the other ones. Even the shape of the jaw is very similar on these two. And then the bodies, I would say that her hips are a little bit wide on the Lulu Pop doll, not as wide as this one. Height-wise, looks like they are pretty much the same height when you got them heel to heel, but this one is definitely lighter. This one has a lot of weight to it, and I think it's her legs. OMG legs and probably her head too. That's what gives a lot of weight to them because they're very rubbery. I think her main part of her body and her head are probably a little more hollow. The plastic that they use for the legs is definitely lighter and her legs are thinner. The OMG legs, you can see the thighs are like super thick. These dolls are definitely curvier than these dolls. But does that mean that these are bad? I mean, quality-wise, she doesn't stand up to one of these, but to some other doll brands, I would say yes, she does. And she does have the same points of articulation. She can move at the head, her neck's a little stiff, but you can get it to turn. But she also has some tilting back and forth. She's got shoulder, elbow, and wrist articulation. Hips, they don't go out super wide, but you can go front and back. And oh, okay. So that's why her legs are not as heavy, because she does not have a snap knee. So not the total same points of articulation as an OMG, but most of them, the main ones. But still, like, arm articulation I think is really important in dolls because it allows them to hold accessories and make it look more realistic. They can do different poses that other dolls can't do because their arms are like up here. I don't think she is a bad doll. Did they copy OMG in style and silhouette? Yeah. I think that's pretty obvious. But they did make it into their own thing because what I'm seeing as far as a fashion is more so leaning towards the K-pop fashion, which I don't know too much about. Correct me if I'm wrong because I am no K-pop expert, but I would think that that's a little more what they were going for rather than trying to copy the outrageous kind of fashions that OMG does. I also think that they have their own little niche, being that they are a K-pop group. They have their little virtual presence. And it's nice to have the option, like, in Korea for a doll that is made geared more towards a Korean audience rather than an American audience. So I think she's really cute. I think there are some elements of good quality, like in the outfit pieces, and some elements of meh quality, like in the hair or the fact that the legs are not bendable. But she did come with a lot of accessories, and it's just fun to have something different in my collection. I think she'll be able to blend right in with the OMGs. Let me know what you guys think. It was interesting to be able to show you a doll line that I feel like not a lot of people knew about. Most people who commented on that video that I made said they had never heard anything about these in the first place. Now, do I think that she was worth $36.99? I don't know about that, just because, again, there were some quality things that could have been nicer when you're paying price points that you would pay for OMG, which has really, really stunning quality. I think it might have something to do with like import fees or something, because like I don't know what goes into getting a doll that was made just for Korea to now be on American Amazon, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap, so that's probably built into the cost somewhere. If you are at all interested in getting your hands on one of these, I would wait and see if they ever go on sale on Amazon, or if you have like a gift card or something, or ask for one for Christmas so somebody else has to spend the money. Anyway, thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, bye!